Donald Trump left the G7 summit in Canada a day early after warning foolish Iran to evacuate everyone from Tehran immediately, sowing fear of a major imminent escalation. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day. Before we begin the video, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Israel and Iran continued to trade missiles for a fourth night, with Tehran's civilians fleeing the city in their thousands, but no casualties were reported by Tel Aviv. Trump said, "I have to be back as soon as I can," with the White House pinning his return on what's going on in the Middle East. The president ordered his National Security Council to convene and await his return, though officials maintain that the U.S. will not be joining Israel's bombing campaign on Iran. He had originally been scheduled to stay in Canada until late on Tuesday, but by midday Monday had begun signaling he would take flight early. As Monday night fell, Iran vowed to unleash continuous ballistic missile and drone attacks on Israel until the morning, though the damage appears limited, the IRGC's General Naini said, according to the Islamic Republic news agency. The ninth wave of the combined drone and missile attack began and will continue continuously until the morning. Monday saw a major escalation in the brewing conflict, with Israel directly targeting an Iranian state TV studio which was on air at the time. Israel accused Iran of using the building under the guise of civilian activity, as they claimed it was a military communication center. Just moments after the blast, Iranian state media announced that Israel should prepare themselves for the largest and most intense missile attack in Israel's history. Only a handful of ballistic missiles were registered by Israel in the end, with minimal damage reported. But damning satellite pictures have shown just how effective Israel's attacks have been since the conflict started on Friday. Iran's nuclear infrastructure has been decimated by IDF jets who have hammered Iranian depots, HQs, and plants, turning the prized buildings into charred, burnt-out wrecks. Experts still believe Israel hasn't yet delivered a fatal blow to Iran's program, with the International Atomic Body saying some sites are yet to be damaged. Israel now claims to have air superiority over the enemy, which would allow it to methodically target any sites without the threat of having its jets shot down. A U.S. aircraft carrier also is barreling towards the Middle East after President Trump warned the full strength and might of the military would be used if America was attacked. The move piled more pressure on Iran's Ayatollah and comes as Iranians have been heard shouting death to Khamenei, their supreme leader. Some Tehran locals could be heard yelling for freedom as bombs fell around them, footage posted to social media showed. Israel possibly may have widened its war goals to include overthrowing Khamenei, according to the Washington Post. Benjamin Netanyahu has also said that Iran is now very weak, as he warned of an impending regime change in Tehran. Tension across the Middle East is now skyrocketing as the conflict threatens to spiral into a wider regional war after Pakistan called for the Islamic world to back Iran. Islamabad even warned they will nuke Israel, a senior Iranian general claimed. The Iranian Sipa Bank is reportedly offline following a targeted cyber attack from within Israel. Its ATMs are said to be out of service at locations around the country, including Tehran. An Israeli hacker group called Predatory Sparrow has claimed responsibility for the service outage. The group claimed it had destroyed all data at the bank. Speaking from Air Force One, Trump said that his government is working for a result better than a ceasefire. When pressed on what that might, he said, "A real end. Not a ceasefire. An end." U.S. intelligence has cast doubt on Israel's claim that Iran was very close to being able to obtain a nuclear bomb. Israel used this as justification for needing to strike Iran now, claiming that the nuclear program would soon be beyond the point of no return. However, U.S. intelligence suggests that Iran was not actively pursuing a nuclear bomb, reports CNN, citing well-placed sources. The U.S. had also reportedly assessed that Iran was 3 years away from being able to produce a nuclear bomb that it could aim at targets of its choosing. Netanyahu additionally cited the fact that Iran's policy has been for the destruction of Israel to justify the missile strikes. Trump has doubled down on his insistence that he is not proactively seeking any kind of peace talks with Iran. He wrote on Truth Social, "I have not reached out to Iran for peace talks in any way, shape, or form. If they want to talk, they know how to reach me." He added, They should have taken the deal that was on the table, would have saved a lot of lives.